Welcome back to Real Reddit Moments, where we explore stories of dedication, responsibility, and the question of, am I a bad person? That will make you think deeply about the fairness of a competition. Today, we delve into a very real and painful story that raises questions about the boundaries of sharing, the importance of fulfilling responsibilities, and whether one should benefit from the success of others without contributing. The story is titled AITA for refusing to share prize money from a competition with team members who dropped out midway. Was OP selfish and ungrateful, someone who did the right thing to protect his own work, or someone who put a friendship/relationship in jeopardy? Find out and let us know what you think. This story comes from Reddit user uSoloFinisher OP. We'll call her/him OP, who overcame all the odds to win. OP entered a major competition, be it a tech, art, business, or long-term marathon project, with a lucrative prize for the winner. OP formed a team of 3, consisting of OP and 2 others, whom we'll call Team Member A, Alex, and Team Member B, Ben. Initially, everyone was excited and committed to working together to achieve the goal. They spent a lot of time and effort preparing, planning, and starting the project. Everyone knew what the prize money would be if they won, and initially they had a mutual agreement that if they won, the money would be split equally. The competition required perseverance, intense teamwork, and the ability to solve problems under pressure. However, after about half of the competition, when things became more difficult, Alex and Ben began to lose heart. They made excuses, such as personal matters, lack of motivation, or that the competition was too difficult to continue. In the end, both Alex and Ben decided to withdraw from the group and quit, leaving OP alone with the entire burden of the project. OP tried to convince them to stay, emphasizing that they were halfway there and close to reaching their goal. But Alex and Ben insisted on withdrawing, leaving OP with a huge pile of work and a pressing deadline. OP felt frustrated, abandoned, and under a lot of pressure. Despite being left alone, OP did not give up. With extraordinary determination and effort, OP worked day and night, shouldering all the remaining work from Alex and Ben, even doing better than they expected. Somehow, OP managed to complete the project alone and win the competition, taking home the entire large prize money. Immediately after the results were announced, Alex and Ben contacted OP. They congratulated OP and then, surprisingly, asked OP to share the prize money with them, arguing that they had been an original member of the team and had contributed in the early stages. They felt that they deserved a share for their original idea or early effort, even though they had given up and not been with OP until the end. OP was completely shocked and angry. She/he had shouldered the entire work alone, endured all the pressure and exhaustion while they had given up. Now, they wanted to benefit from OP's work without taking the risk or putting in the effort. OP told them straight up, "No, you gave up. I finished everything on my own. I won't share the bounty with you." Alex and Ben were furious. They said OP was selfish, unethical, unfair, and ruining their friendship relationship. OP felt completely justified in defending her work, but was accused of being a bad person by the very people who abandoned her. Seeking validation and advice, OP posted her story on Reddit, asking the community, AITA. OP's post exploded on Reddit, garnering tens of thousands of comments and hundreds of thousands of upvotes. The thread touched on one of the most contentious issues in teamwork and ethics. Who deserves the ultimate reward? The vast majority of the Reddit community sided with OP, insisting that she/he was not a bad person at all. They emphasized that quitting means giving up all rights. Quitting means giving up all rights. You did all the work and won. The prize money is yours, and yours alone. Never share it with irresponsible people. This comment received tens of thousands of upvotes and multiple Reddit awards. They want to share the rewards without sharing the risk and effort at the end. That's ridiculous. Let them earn their own money. This is not a team anymore. This is a competition that you fought for and won yourself. You don't owe them anything. If they quit, they forfeited their right to the bonus. Maybe they should go back to their team and start over. As someone who has been ghosted by teammates on projects, I completely understand how you feel. You did a great job not quitting. You deserve everything. A few comments tried to offer a more balanced perspective or suggested a small token donation or consideration for initial contributions. Even though they quit, they put in the time and effort up front. Maybe a small token donation to keep the peace, but not to split it evenly. This comment is often disputed and receives fewer upvotes. ESH if the relationship is permanently destroyed. Alex and Ben were wrong to ask for a bonus after quitting, but OP could have communicated more clearly about the consequences of quitting from the beginning. Criticizing the narrator. This number is extremely small, often focusing on suggesting that OP should be grateful for the initial effort or not be so harsh. They also put in the initial effort. At least give them a small portion as a thank you. Don't be so selfish. This comment is often strongly refuted and receives many downvotes. In addition to the comment 1,000 times NTA mentioned above, another comment also touched the hearts of many people and caused an emotional storm because of its in-depth analysis of the difference between quitters and finishers. NTA. Think about it this way. If you run a marathon with a group, but they drop out halfway and you are the only one who finishes and wins a medal, do they deserve to share your medal? The answer is no. You finished the race they dropped out of. You deserve your achievement. Don't let the weak-willed eat your hard work. This comment received thousands of upvotes and awards, emphasizing the importance of sticking it out. The Reddit community not only gave their verdict, but also actively engaged and expanded this thread into many deeper discussions, offering advice and sharing personal experiences. Team contracts. Clear agreements. Discuss the importance of having clear contracts or agreements early on in team projects, especially when there is a bonus. Work ethic. Discuss the ethics of quitting and its consequences for others on the team. The value of perseverance. Emphasize the importance of persistence and staying the course to achieve a goal. Managing expectations. Advice on how to manage team members' expectations and handle quitting situations. Personal experience. Countless similar stories of being abandoned by teammates, fall in projects, and how they handled it. Overall, the Reddit community has been overwhelmingly supportive of the OP, viewing his actions as completely justified and fair. After receiving overwhelming support and insightful advice from the Reddit community, OP has found the strength to deal with this difficult situation. She/he has provided some important updates on what happened next and how she/he is feeling. Summary of updates. No bounty sharing. OP remains adamant about not sharing the bounty with Alex and Ben. She/he has used the money to pay off debt or invest in another personal project. Fractured friendships. Relationships with Alex and Ben have ended or are severely broken. They continue to try to contact them for money, but OP has blocked them or avoided them. OP feels sad about losing her friends, but does not regret her decision. Focus on herself. OP is focusing on her career and new projects, with more confidence and independence. Lessons for the future. OP has learned a valuable lesson. In future group projects or competitions, she/he will always have a clear written agreement about roles, responsibilities, and how prize money/assets will be divided if any member drops out. Feeling validated. The support of the Reddit community helped OP feel validated that she did the right thing, despite the pressure from Alex and Ben. OP now feels relieved and empowered. She/he has been freed from the burden of anger and guilt caused by her former friends. Despite the loss of relationships, OP has found confidence and self-worth. She/he has learned that it is important to stand up for her accomplishments and not allow others to take advantage of his efforts. OP is ready to face the next challenge with a more resilient and determined spirit. OP's story is a classic example of the challenges of teamwork and personal ethics. It highlights core issues of dedication, responsibility, and the importance of facing the consequences of choices. Conflicts of emotions in the story OPs. Initially determination, hope, then disappointment, abandonment, and pressure to carry everything alone. Finally, anger, determination when being asked for unreasonably, and relief, strength when winning and defending the achievement. Alex and Ben's initially excitement, commitment in the early stages, then discouragement, lack of responsibility, and giving up. Finally, arrogance, unreasonableness when asking for a bonus, and anger when being rejected. Reddit communities, from outrage for Alex and Ben, to empathy for OP, to reasoned analysis of fairness, work ethic, and friendship. The Reddit community, in this case, acted as a strong court of justice and a strong supporter. When OP felt confused and criticized by former friends, the community provided a space for him to share her story and receive empathy and validation. Receiving an overwhelming NTA verdict helped OP strengthen her confidence in her decision and cope with the pressure. This proves that Reddit can be a place to seek understanding, support, and helpful advice when dealing with complex personal and social issues. Character analysis OP, narrator, represents someone who is persistent, responsible, and has a strong work ethic. He not only demonstrates the ability to overcome adversity, but also has the ability to defend his work in a just manner. Alex and Ben represent people who are irresponsible, lack perseverance, and tend to want to benefit from the efforts of others without putting in the corresponding effort. Lessons learned. Contribution equals reward. In a group or competition, rewards and recognition should be given to those who have put in the effort and completed their responsibilities. Quitting means giving up benefits. When a group member quits, they automatically give up their right to benefit from the group's final product unless otherwise agreed upon. Agreement. Be clear from the start. In group projects or activities with bonuses, it is extremely important to have a clear written agreement about roles, responsibilities, and how the bonus will be divided in the event of any problems, such as dropping out. The value of perseverance. The story emphasizes that perseverance and hard work are key to achieving success and deserving the reward. Defend your work. Don't be afraid to stand up for your work and your achievements against unfair demands. Work ethic is important. People should be responsible for their work and should not take advantage of the efforts of others. OP's story is a testament to the fact that in life, dedication and commitment to your responsibilities always bring rewards. It is a poignant reminder of the importance of fairness, work ethic, and of constantly striving to achieve your goals. It is also a call to always be transparent in our dealings and never let others take advantage of our efforts. What do you think of this story? If you were OP, how would you handle this situation? Have you ever encountered a situation where your efforts were unfairly claimed by others? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Thank you for following Real Reddit Moments. See you in the next story.